Hi everyone, this is Tiffany with Raising House and Home, and this is our video of what's for dinner. Every week I post a video that shows what we had for dinner from Monday to Sunday. So I hope that you guys will get some great ideas for your meal plans, and you'll be able to see what we're doing during this pandemic to use up the food that we have and to just deal with what we can find on the shelves. So without further ado, this is our first meal. And it is just a baked potato with some crispy cheddar cheese chicken and some steamed green beans. And this is a gravy that I put in the pan while this is cooking. I use some chicken broth, and you make almost like a homemade cream soup. Like cream of chicken soup, and then you add sour cream to it at the end, and then you just whisk it all up. And it almost tastes like a chicken cordon bleu without the ham. It's one of our kids' favorites, especially because it has cheese. And then the green beans, I also put a little bit of the gravy on because there's like onion powder and garlic powder in there, and so it helps give that some flavor. And then the second night, we have a lot of chicken because that's all we can really find in the stores. So this one is my first attempt at a sheet pan dinner. And it's got a little bit of lemon and some butter on the chicken. And then we have the roasted potatoes with the green beans that cook together. And it was really good. The chicken on the outside looks like it's really crunchy, and it really wasn't. On the inside, it was nice and moist. It was perfect. Now, if you're liking this video, I do put them up every week, so if you can go ahead and click subscribe down below while you're waiting for the next meal to come on the video. You can click subscribe, and then if you click the notification bell, you'll also be notified when I put them up every week. And those potatoes came out so good. There was like a little bit of a lemon butter sauce that we put on them, on all the pan stuff. So, it came out so good. And the lemon wasn't overpowering either. And here we have our rice with our Chinese chop suey. And I did a video on this recipe, which I will put down in the description. I'll put the link down in the description when I upload it. I just finished editing it, so it'll probably go up the day after this video post. I try to space them out a little bit. And this is really good. This is just some hamburger, some celery, onions, and we use the cans of bean sprouts. And I don't know if you guys have ever seen those little crunchy like noodle things you can get, the la choy. Sometimes we have those, but we didn't have them this time, so we just used some green onions, and we really didn't miss it that much. But they do add a little bit of a crunch to this if you wanted to get them. Sometimes the kids prefer to have that, but this came out pretty good. And one of the things I do when I cut up the celery, I actually still use the leaves. Some people don't use them, but I use them in there, and it adds so much flavor. And then we had a little bit of a cooler night. It was kind of a rainy night, and we were really busy just trying to get some stuff done for school. And we got our new washer and dryer delivered, so things were a little bit nuts. So I put some chicken stew in a crock pot. And it's got some chicken and some carrots and potatoes and some spinach and a little bit of white wine and some water, salt and pepper, garlic powder. And then I made these little biscuits to go along with them. And this came out so good. The kids didn't even know that the green stuff was spinach, so score one for Mom. And I didn't put too much wine in it, so it didn't have like too much of like that wine tart taste. It was just enough just to give it a little bit of a flavor. And then here is our lasagna. I had some ground meat left over from the Chinese chop suey, and a little bit of like, it had still some of the celery and onions and things, so I cut them up really small and I added it to the lasagna, and you couldn't even tell the difference. And then we had a little bit of bread and butter, old-fashioned bread and butter. This is what I grew up on. I grew up on spaghetti with just butter and Parmesan cheese, and then a side of bread and butter. And then there's some Parmesan cheese on top. This is definitely one of the kids' favorites too. And it really travels nicely to work for my husband as well. And then this is the rice for our cracked chicken. I made a video on this, I think about a year ago, and I will put a link also in the description of this video so you can check it out. But this is one of our favorites too. And then there's some avocado on top. You can see the chicken is on top of the rice. And then we put the avocado and some cheese. A few of us had some salsa with it. Some of them ate it just like this. The avocado adds like a really creamy texture with even the white sauce of the chicken. So it's always nice when we can throw a vegetable in and hide it with some of the sauce. And sometimes we'll eat this with beans, or we'll eat it in a wrap, but I didn't have time to do the beans overnight. I forgot to soak them, so this is what we had. So thank you guys for watching. I did have one meal where we ate out to support our local restaurants, so that isn't pictured on here, but I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you guys are staying safe and healthy, and I will talk to you guys real soon. Bye-bye.